Snug, but we'll see. If I remember right, something like that. Or was it like this, or like this? Yeah. Look at that fit. Okay, so that's the setup for each cart. Okay, and then, of course, the two photo gates have to be oriented so things don't hit the uprights. So these two guys, let's see. So like this, but yeah, more or less. The trick is, as far as all of these measurements, as far as the collisions, is that the very first part in the directions, I just have them measure this guy, you know, at one location, the other location to get the speeds, just to get some idea of the friction. So obviously it's going to be going down in speed unless this is slanted or something, but it didn't seem to be that way before, and then just see how much friction is involved. C is stick width, you know, and so that'll be 0.0952. Yeah. And then it turns out the other guy's the same thing. Yeah, C for setting popsicle stick width. We could leave it a popsicle stick.
0.09?
52. 0.0952, just to be precise, that's what it measured. Setting number of data points, push N, and in this case we'll just put 1. And put 1 data point. So on yours too. So then we'll put D to take data, D return. So just should it stop? Did it get a number? Mine says 5.51 centimeters per second velocity. What does yours say?
6.6.
Okay, and so that, you know, right away there's it's about a 20% drop, and that's realistic.
Yeah.
And so the obvious thing is they could do that, and then I said to do it like 4 times, and so we could push D again. You know, when you do the collisions in all cases, you make sure that this guy has gone through before it hits that,
yeah.
And then after it hits it, you know, this guy goes through and this guy, you know, so there's no, these guys aren't touching at all before, you know, and after it goes through there. So obviously the simple way to do this is make these far apart, but then again, you want to also measure it pretty much right before the collision, right after the collision. So there's a trade-off. So you kind of want to move them closer, but not too close. So moving, and so this is going to bounce off, and it'll measure twice. So you have to put 2 for N. Okay, are we ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, now check yours. You should have 2 velocities.
11 and then 7.
So for the sticks together one, it's this, okay? But no big deal, whatever. And so we could try that. And so now when you try the stick together one, you change it to 1 data point each. So,
All right, I'm ready.
okay? Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, I got it there.
So
8.2.
And mine's 2.9. Okay. So that one worked. And then the final one, actually, which gave the best results, believe it or not, was where I had this thing cocked. So I had it where it was the second, you know, level, so it's the most cocked level. And then
You release them.
yeah,
Push them off each other.
Yeah, and so I set it in the directions to use a pen or something, use anything you want, I guess. just to do it. And then, so they're set, let's just try, go ahead and push D. We'll just, again, it's just gonna be one measurement each. So, you already got it, okay. Okay, are we ready, Okay, here it comes. That thing. So what'd you get?
7.6.
Okay, and I got 5.8, which makes sense. That's the heavier cart
heavier cart.
going at a slower speed. Okay. So that's the three different ones. You know, there's issues with it's not being quite level and
Is that gonna be a problem or issue?
I don't know. I took all my data there. Maybe I didn't notice it doing that before
Yeah.
over there, but maybe it is here. I don't know. Sure.
Yeah.
That all these things are issues, and it's part of the
Student learning. They
Well, it's
have-
part of the original experiment. In the directions it says, you know, look at your results and keep in mind, you know, the percent differences that you had from the initial measurements of just taking one cart and seeing how much it slowed down.
Yeah.
And so if it's going to be that much friction, you can't expect to get better than,
Yeah.
you know, whatever percent difference in your, you know, data. So that's the three measurements. Just trying to think of anything else. Yeah, I can't think of, you know, there's obvious things that, you know, obviously if it's not going in a straight line, that's a
Yeah.
big deal. And again, what I was saying before is that it's better if you measure it right before and right after, so, you know,